Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Second down, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Going deep for Moncrief. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, feel a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He dumps it to Hyde. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
So that'll back them up 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. Forced out to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Buying time. The Browns are in the end zone. Touchdown.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Patriot! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over.
On second down, Jackson. The 20. It's complete to Brown, right side. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now Jackson on second down, shelling through the defense. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Set! 319! 319!
Now Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mayfield now on second down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action. Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. Able to push his way through. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit! Detroit!
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after
lucky
this.
56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now they'll run the option, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And the Ravens taking the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes,
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know The best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Detroit!
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on
Detroit!
2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on play action. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
Here we go now.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On second down, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Detroit!
Going to give this time to the tailback. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Jackson now. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Mayfield going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They go play action here on first down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Escaping the pressure right. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Mayfield looks to throw. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Good, 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 good. Detroit, Detroit.
Jackson from the shotgun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From the gun, Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
No. Check. Patriot. Over. Gun.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Watch him now, Barney.
On second down, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Going deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. First down, Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Gone!
Jackson on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On first and 10, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to look deep now for... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Detroit!
To throw again is Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big cushion, Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Browns on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the foot.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a 1st down. So they snap it. Straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's either a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy.